Jen, I have been waiting for a very long time to make this video, so let's not even worry about a nice intro and just get into it. So, this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal content. Instead of me just talking about some kind of video game or TV show or movie, I'm going to be showing off my entire game collection room tour because you guys may or may not know this, but I'm a frequently avid collector of many different kinds of things, and I figured my room has enough stuff in it to finally show it off to you guys. So without further ado, let's get through my 2021 game collection room tour. I'll start it off with the entrance to my room. I have a nice Yu-Gi-Oh poster with a very nice Galaga metal art above it. Underneath the poster, I have a no smoking sign with a T for teen symbol above the doorknob. Opening the door, we have what is essentially a breathtaking collection that is filling the entire room up of many different things, from Funko Pops to Legos to Amiibos to game consoles to just about anything that is worth anything to me, and I will be going through each and every single section, showing you all what I have collected over the years. I guess I'll go ahead and start at the door. We have My Hero Academia poster. I don't know if it's said like that. I've never seen the show. I just got the poster because I thought it was cool. And above that, we have some Hatsune Miku posters with a paper that has Monika's name in it with emerald marker because I want Monika over this room protecting it 24/7. I think it's pretty funny. Next to that, we have more Hatsune Miku posters that I put up, and underneath that, we have my Harry Potter wood art. Underneath that is a dollar bill in a picture frame. It is a reference to an older video I made that I've since unlisted, but I just keep it there for memory. Underneath that, we have my arcade sticker that points to my light switch, and in case you're wondering why this is the way it is on the door frame, it just decided to snap off one day, and I didn't have enough time to put a new one on before the video, so just ignore it. It's a small eyesore at best, but I'll get it fixed by next year's video. Moving over to the light switch, it has the Millennium Falcon on it. I think it's a nice little light switch to put on, and right here we have my indie section. This section contains a bunch of merchandise from indie games that I love with all of my heart. We have some stuff from DDLC Plus for the Switch, we have some stuff from Hollow Knight, some limited edition merchandise from Celeste. That's really good, I'm glad I was able to get those. We have some very nice little bitty figurines that came with DDLC Plus. And behind DDLC Plus, I have 2 copies of Honey Pop and 2 limited edition Polly and Kiyu keychains above them. And actually, I have one of these copies of Honey Pop sealed and the other one signed by the creator of the game himself, Ryan Coons. This is one of my most prized possessions in this room. You can obviously see there's the copy of Honey Pop that's sealed. It's got the plastic and everything still on it. So these are definitely 2 of my favorite parts of this indie section, especially the signed copy. Moving over, we have my Undertale section that has a plush of Temmie and the Temmie mob that you fight in the game, along with my Mew Mew keychain. And there is a bunch of different little things inside Tem's shop. If you guys want to see, like, everything and specifically what all this is, I'll have a bonus channel going through everything I didn't go through in this video, because it'd be way too long if I went through every single individual thing, so I'll just leave that for the bonus video. Above that, we have my Pac-Man arcade metal art. I didn't have anywhere else in this room to put it, so I figured it looked nice here, and it does. And above that, we have my 5th anniversary Undertale poster. This is by far my favorite poster in this entire room. I'm very glad I got it, and next to it is a DDLC lanyard that I was able to get from Spencer's. Next to it, I have my Super Mario Maker 2 poster, and above it, I have my Star Wars wood art. I forgot to show off the Mario Maker 2 poster, but I'll get to that in a minute, and that is just about it for my indie section. Underneath that, we have my plush section. I really don't have anywhere else to put these, so I just decided to make a section dedicated to them. As you can see, I've got many different plushies from Lord of the Rings to Harry Potter to DDLC to Five Nights at Freddy's and Avengers as well. Now, you'll see that some of these don't have the tags on them and some of them do. The reason why I do this is because sometimes I just decide to take off the tag and keep it somewhere else. So if you see a tag on one of these plushies, it's just because I haven't taken the time to, you know, take it off, or I just really, it doesn't make a difference to me if the tag's on it or not. It's just specific ones like the DDLC ones that I wanted to take the tag off so they looked better. Underneath that, we have my, what's not really a section, just more so has 2 things. It's got my BB-8 piggy bank that my sister got me one year for Christmas, and it has an entire tub of Legos. And this isn't just a halfway full tub of Legos, this is an entire tub filled with new Legos that are barely touched, in case me, my friends, my niece, anyone wants to come and just have a ball with a whole bunch of Legos. I just have them there so they're easier to access. Moving over from this shelf, we have my Life as a Teenage Robot section, and to my research on the internet, this is just about every single piece of merchandise of the show you can get. They never even made any toys either. All I'm missing are the 2 t-shirts. I have all of the Nick picks. You can see the one I have right here is sealed, never opened. I don't know what it's in, but it's really nice. We've got all the video nows, including the cases that came with them, a video now that can play all of them, all of the Nick picks, including Holiday that's sealed, and these are all of the XJ9 pins and 1 keychain. This is a limited edition XJ9 pin, actually. Only 125 were made. I own one of them. We have the rest of the pins, and a Jenny, Brad, and Tuck keychain as well. Above all of those, we have the entire series of Teenage Robot on DVD, and in front of those, we have Nick'spression cards that have Jenny on them, and to the community's knowledge, nobody knew that these existed until I showed the community, so I consider that my own little personal contribution to the community is showing them the Nick'spression cards that, until then, no one knew existed. Behind all of that, we have my Life as a Teenage Robot poster. This is not an official poster, I had to buy it from China. Above that is my Star Wars wood art that I mentioned earlier, but yeah, this is not official. I bought it on eBay from Hong Kong because I couldn't find a poster of it elsewhere, and I'm very lucky I got it, and that is just about it for my Teenage Robot section. In case you're wondering why I have this random section of my room dedicated to Teenage Robot, it's because nobody really remembers this show because Nickelodeon treated this show horribly. You can obviously see from all the merchandise of the show they really didn't care about it, and this is just my own little personal love letter to the creator of the show and to the show itself, because Nickelodeon certainly doesn't give a damn about the show, somebody has to. Underneath that, we have my Portal section. This is a 1x1 replica of the Portal gun from the games. I got it from my aunt as a birthday gift. I was very happy to have it. There's an Aperture Laboratory sticker that came with it I decided to put on the gun. We have my Portal 2 soundtrack songs to Test Spy Collector's Edition CDs. I cannot find these anywhere on the internet, so these are very rare CDs indeed. We have my Think Geek exclusive when Think Geek was a thing, Torrent plush. You can put batteries in it, it's heat censored, it has different like lines it can play, it's a really cute plushie. We have my Portal coasters. One of them doesn't really look the best, but you know, they're still worthy of showing off. They're pretty rare from what I've seen on the internet, so it's worthy of showing off. And we have a sealed copy of Portal 2. It is not the first run of the game, it's one of the last ones, but I figured, you know, even with the case cracked, it's worthy showing off because it's sealed. I actually forgot to mention, the Portal gun lights up and everything if you put C batteries in it, but underneath the game, you'll obviously see a, you know, Ultra Pro top loader case, but you can't see it when you're seeing the section like this, so it is what it is, it's fine. Underneath the Portal section, we have what was originally there where the Portal section is now, my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. I'll explain why it is the way it is in a minute. We have my Yu-Gi-Oh Legendary Collection Egyptian God Cards binder, very beautiful. We have an original Dark Magician card that I bought when I was 4 years old. As you can see, I didn't keep it in the best condition, but I still keep it for nostalgia reasons. Next to those, we have my Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World and my Legendary Decks 2. Obviously, I've opened up all of these cards, but I still have them in sleeves and other binders. I have my Shooting Star Dragon tin and my Yu-Gi-Oh! Yusei World tin, I do believe. I think that's what it's called. So even if it is on bottom, it's still a nice section nonetheless. Going over to the next shelf, we have my Nintendo shelf, and the top shelf is dedicated to the Nintendo Switch with Monica and Kiyu on top, and there's a keychain of Monica with a USB drive that's green. I had to do that. Now, this poster of Kiyu I could not find anywhere on the internet to buy, so I actually had to print it off myself. I got permission from the artist and everything, so don't worry about legal reasons. I got that taken care of. And above it, we have my nice little card that came with the Honey Pop keychains. Above those, we have my other Star Wars wood art in a galaxy far, far away. I thought it was very fitting. I have no idea where this brown stain came from on it, but it's not really noticeable. If anything, it looks like it's part of the Millennium Falcon. Above those, we have 3 Hatsune Miku posters. They were my 3 favorite of the 12. Some of the 12 you saw earlier, but these are my 3 favorite. I put them there to fill up the blank space, and I think they look good right there. Going back down to my Nintendo Switch section, you can see I have a bunch of different things for the Switch, from Mario Kart figurines, from Mario Kart 8, and Isabelle Nindoroid. This is actually a bootleg Isabelle Nindoroid. That's what I get for spending $23 on Amazon trying to think it was real. Oh well. We got more Mario Kart figurines right there, and then we have a copy of Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Brand new, a copy of the 3D All-Stars coins brand new, a copy of the game itself 3D All-Stars brand new, my Mario Odyssey wall art. It interacts with the posters getting in front of them, but I think it still looks nice. We have my copies of Bayonetta 2, Fire Emblem Warriors, and Snipper Clips Cut It Out, brand new, sealed, never opened. Whether or not I'll open them one day, I don't know. Then we have what is essentially like, you know, candy boxes for Nintendo candy, from the question block to the mushrooms to the D-pad for the Game Boy. And then we have an Atari 2600 copy of Mario Brothers. This is a legitimate, genuine copy of the game made in 1983. And this is pretty rare from what I've seen, so it's very nice to have on display. Then we have my Nintendo Switch Mario Odyssey Edition box. I already have the Switch, I have everything opened, the case is behind it. I just thought it'd be nice to have on display with the rest of the Switch stuff. Moving underneath that, we have my Wii U and 3DS section. On the left, we have Smash for Wii U, Splatoon, and Breath of the Wild sealed never opened. Behind them is a Wii U box for the Smash Splat bundle set that came with Smash Bros. And Splatoon. It was a Black Friday special. Then we have my copy of Bayonetta 2 and Mario Color Splash, both sealed never opened. We have my The Art of Splatoon book that's also sealed never opened. We have Animal Crossing New Leaf, Fire Emblem Warriors, Pokemon Ultra Moon, and Ultra Sun, all 4 sealed never opened. And then we have my prized possession of this entire room. This is Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition, brand new, never opened. At the time, this was my favorite game of all time. It was close to $300, but considering how much it is on eBay nowadays, that was more than worth it. It has been dropped a few times, that's why it has a little bit of wear and tear, but to me, a little wear and tear never hurt anybody. As long as I still have it sealed, that's all that matters to me, and it is still to this day my favorite piece of this entire room. Behind that, we have my case for my new 3DS XL that I decided to put up, and behind that, we have a brand new, kinda sealed booklet of Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. I say kinda sealed because the sealant was a little bit torn in shipping, but it's nothing too big. I decided to keep it on display anyway. Underneath this, we have the reason why my Portal and Yu-Gi-Oh! Sections are the way they are right now, is because of this GameCube and Game Boy section. Over here, we have Golden Sun Dark Dawn for the Nintendo DS on top of a blue Game Boy Advance SP, and we have a first run edition GameCube with Golden Sun for the Game Boy in front of it. It doesn't have a cover, it didn't come with one, oh well. And here is all of my GameCube games, Kirby Air Ride, and it also has Luigi's Mansion in it, because I didn't have a case for it. We have Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In front of it, we have an original working controller for the GameCube. I think it's really nice to put up front. Next to it, we've got Melee, and above that, we have Super Mario Sunshine. Next to it, we have a silver Game Boy Advance SP with a working copy of Leaf Green that's worth quite a bit of money. And then we have the original GameCube I owned as a child, and Golden Sun: The Lost Age. And in the back are all the GameCube games I have to this day, and the reason why I have Golden Sun Dark Dawn along with this section is because I own the entire series of Golden Sun right here. Only 3 games were ever made of this series. It is so underrated, and I wish they would make another game for it in the future, but until then, this is what there is. Going underneath that, we have my Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Card section that has binders of all of the non-valuable cards that I've collected over the years. Obviously, I'm going to show those in my bonus video. I don't have enough time to show them on screen right here, but I can show you my Gardevoir binder that is sealed and is worth a lot of money. We have all of these Elite Trainer boxes that I keep cards in, and some plastic that I keep on top of the binders to keep as much dust away from them as possible. And like I mentioned, I have all these Elite Trainer boxes to put cards in them and sort them all out. There's a tin that has all of the dice and stuff I've gotten through the Elite Trainer boxes over the years, and a Happy Meal box with 25th anniversary Pokemon cards, and I feel this is worthy enough to put in my Nintendo section because Pokemon cards, I mean, who doesn't love them? Any fan of Nintendo and Pokemon would love a section like this, so I went ahead and put all these Pokemon cards here with the boxes and binders because I figured it would be nice and fitting for the Nintendo shelf. Next, we're going to be taking a look at my closet. It has a Cuphead fleece throw at the entrance, and on the door, I have a Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F poster with a WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt in front of it. The reason why I have this belt here is because I have a lot of memories with this belt. Me and my best friends used to wrestle in my backyard on my trampoline, and we went by really stupid names, like, as you can see, the champion was Bepsi Man at the time, and that was one of my other friends. We just had a lot of fun with that belt, so I just keep it up there for the memories. Inside the closet is basically every single collectible thing I have that doesn't really fit with everything else. I've got gold Star Wars figurines that I bought at Walmart. I have a Game Boy, like, carrying travel pack from Toys R Us that I bought at a local flea market. I have a claw with a set of Galaxy Bicycle playing cards on top of different cabinets that contain a whole bunch of different things, from papers to cables to controllers, accessories, whatnot. You can see some of them are labeled. There is all of my unsorted Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards for the most part. Those are all the cards I haven't sorted with the Elite Trainer boxes or just don't have the room. There is a giant pot of, 25-cent Crane Machine toys. It's from an earlier video. I also keep that for memories with the plush too. There is a box with a whole bunch of playing cards in it with a whole bunch of LEGO Dimensions and Unikey LEGO sets I haven't opened up. I also have an original 32x32 LEGO base plate that I've played with ever since I was a kid. I, again, keep that for memories. And behind it, I've got 2 extra 48x48 LEGO base plates. The reason why I have those I'll explain later. And in this cabinet is a whole bunch of, little collectible items and such that doesn't fit with anything else, be it TV shows, games, movies, and these are actually 2 copies of 2011's Deal or No Deal Special Edition. These are my pride and joy in this entire closet. Nothing else will top it, even if everything else looks cooler, like the Funko Pops, the Team Sonic Racing, the Mario Kart Cups, Star Wars figurines. Behind it is a sealed copy of Sleeping Dogs I got at Five Below for $5. There's a bunch of different Pokemon cards and such on the top, and at the very top cabinet is a bunch of little collectibles that I've collected over the years that, again, I don't really have anywhere else to put them. We got stuff from, Five Nights at Freddy's, we got the Red Nova Dragon, the counterpart to the Shooting Star Dragon, some Star Wars plushies, an Overwatch thing that I don't really have on display for reasons I'll get to in a minute, and then on top I have what is basically a miniature Star Wars section. We got a Lego thing that I will get to later. We have a wallet, a figurine I had since I was a kid, a nice figurine pin, some more figurines, a nice dark side, light side thing. Well, not really light side, it's just really holographic. The Nick Expressions that I actually got for the XJ9 ones, and a Darth Vader figurine I got from a friend. Going down the closet, we've got a whole bunch of different keychains that I've collected over the years, be it, anime characters, Overwatch characters, just video game stuff, with a Wii board and the boxes for my Mario DSi XL and original 3DS. Moving up to the top of the closet, we have basically like main parts to my Mettaton cosplay and a white hoodie. I don't want to get dirty, so I leave it in here. We have a nice My Little Pony puzzle I put together with a figurine of the Storm King that I also got, and a headpiece for Tracer, and I originally got this because I wanted to cosplay as a male Tracer for Halloween this year, but after what happened with Activision Blizzard, I just don't care for what that company is anymore, so I decided not to do that. And then we have some rare cards that I've just kept here over the years. I didn't have a reason to put them anywhere else. We got Gaga Magician, one of my late friend's best cards, one of his favorite anyway. His name was Eric, it was Dark Hole. And we have Left Lego the Forbidden One, and then this nice Twilight Sparkle thing that came with My Little Pony merchandise. And speaking of, here is all of my closet My Little Pony stuff that I didn't have room to put anywhere else. As you can see, I've got a bunch of plushies, some nice keychains I haven't opened up, a wristband, a lunchbox that I haven't opened up for reasons I'll get to later, with puzzles behind them, and below I've got more plushies with some nice figurines and such. Underneath all of this, it's sitting on top of a safe that I keep, basically valuable information in, And over here, I have a smaller XJ9 poster with some rare original, 1999 Pokemon stickers, and 2 My Little Pony arts as well. Moving out of the closet, we're now going to go to the entertainment center section of this room, and before I get to the Pokemon stuff, I just want to show the stuff up top. It's a bunch of different, Nintendo and Sega-based things, from Pokemon, to Mario figurines, to Pokemon plushies, and, Pokemon toys from McDonald's. It's basically a bunch of Nintendo and Sega stuff I've collected over the years, with some, Pokemon figurines from McDonald's. We got a nice Sega Ball and Sega Genesis Mini right there, and this is my actual Sega section. I have 3 games here: Monopoly, the game that Scott the Woz absolutely loves to put in his Sega Genesis with a Bass Tournament of Champions. I saw them at a flea market and decided to pick them up, and they go very well with my Sega Genesis Mini box, Sega Genesis Mini console, and Sonic little ball thing. Over here, we have a bunch of different plushies from Pokemon to Sonic in this Pokemon box. Originally, my local Walmart was going to throw this away, and I asked them if I could take this, and they were more than happy to give it to me, so I put it to good use. Underneath that, we have my basically mostly Pokemon kind of Yu-Gi-Oh section with a whole bunch of Pokemon things that I have. I use this section for my bonus content on my bonus channel, link in the description. There's a whole bunch of things, including this Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl poster art from Walmart that I actually got. The same thing as the Super Mario Maker 2 one, except this one wasn't given to me like the Mario Maker 2 one was. I just took this on Black Friday. No one was going to notice. I know it's going to live a good life here instead of being thrown away in some kind of dumpster. Then we've got a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon tins. The Pokemon tins I have not opened up. I plan on opening them up one day. All of this is essentially just, to make my bonus channel look good. We got the Crane Machine that I use regularly. Next to it, we have a Gallade plushie, a Mewtwo golden card, an Ash figurine, and a Pikachu clock too. And then on the bottom, we've got a nice little mat that I got with one of the boxes I purchased. It's very nice to have on display. And moving underneath that, we have all of my Pokemon cards that I have not opened up. Here is a photo of all of them in one photo. I just haven't gotten off my ass to open these up. The section below is used for more Pokemon cards I haven't opened up and stuff like that because I obviously ran out of room. That entire section is the same size and it's packed with Pokemon cards. One day I'll get off my ass to open them up. We've got Pokemon Oreos I've been saving for a special occasion, a box, 2 mini booster packs from Sword and Shield, 2 jumbo card binders, and then an Eternatus, I hope I said that right, VMAX box. But yeah, one day I'll open all these up. I just haven't had the spare time right now to open them, so I figured they'd be worth showing. Up top, we have a little section I just decided to make because I didn't have anything better to do. It has the boxes for my Xbox 360, my One S, and my Series X. I thought it would be nice to have these 3 on top. Up there on the roof, that is just a little bit of water damage, but don't worry about that. I'm getting that taken care of very quickly. Moving underneath that, we have my other Nintendo section that has more Mario figurines I've collected over the years, along with some different ones, be it Mario Odyssey, Boo from a Mario Nindoroid. That Dry Bones I actually have resting on Tanuki Mario because I lost the bottom for him, and then we have my Chain Chomp that I made a clay stand for because he didn't come with one, so I just made one he can properly sit on. Behind them, we have my old 8-bit figurines that I got for a pretty good deal. We have my World of Nintendo Star Fox figurine with an extra Piranha Plant. We have my Super Game Boy and my NES Duck Hunt with my Nintendo Classic and Super Nintendo Classic with the box behind them, and some Super Nintendo games I've collected over the years as well. We have the Super Nintendo Classic box behind these plushies, and all of these plushies I also put in a box that Walmart happily gave me instead of throwing it away. We have an older Pikachu plushie along with a bunch of just modern Nintendo plushies too. The Pikachu plushie isn't that old, but it's a little bit older than these are. Underneath that, we have what is basically going to be a Pixar section one day, but for the time being, all I've got are these 3 Pixar figurines, so I just decided to put a bunch of games behind it. We have the only game I ever speedrun, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, with a bunch of Switch games with it, and then we have Sonic Mania Sealed Never Opened, and Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii behind it too. We have a Bo Peep figurine that I got as a Christmas gift this year. I absolutely love it. We have a Buzz figurine in front of it that I actually played with as a child and I have still kept onto for nostalgia and memories. And then we have a nice replica ham piggy bank to go with it as well. This section isn't going to look like this by next year's tour, but I figured putting the games back there would be better than it just having empty space, so for now the Switch games go back there to make it look better. Underneath the Pixar section, we have all of my valuable Pokemon cards and such. As you can see, I have a bunch of Pokemon pins that I have on this cardboard, and a bunch of code cards, tins, top loaders, an old Pikachu keychain, an old Clefairy keychain, in a Pokemon display case that, again, Walmart gave me. Here I have an unopened Pokemon card that I got, along with some sticky notes underneath that, and some more sleeves underneath that. To the right is another Pokemon display case. I didn't ask for this one, I just straight up took it. I'm sure they don't even realize it's gone, and it has all of my semi to very valuable Pokemon cards in it. I'll leave that for the bonus video, though. In front of that, I have my Nyko 4 Joy-Con charging dock. I can't believe this product still works, considering it's Nyko. And in front of that, I have my Wii U gamepad, too. Underneath all this, we have a storage drawer that I keep my Mario DSi XL in, my new 3DS XL in. You can see it's had its fair share of playtime, and underneath all of that are just basically cables and accessories for stuff I have in this room. Next, we have basically where I keep all of my older games and these card, sleeves and top loaders that I basically have for my bonus channel. There's just a bunch of cards I need to show on my bonus channel that I haven't, and here's an HD converter for like the Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, stuff like that. I figured it would look nice right here, and behind all of that, I have a bunch of Nintendo 64 and NES games too. Now, this isn't really a collector section, because nobody really listens to CDs anymore, except me, but CDs sound a lot better than most streaming services nowadays, so I do like to get some every now and then, and it is worth noting that I got 2 Hatsune Miku CDs that cost $31 fucking each, so I figured that was worth mentioning too. Moving on from the entertainment center, we have my My Little Pony cabinet. This is why all that My Little Pony stuff is in my closet, because I don't have any more room for it. As you can see, I have a bunch of figurines and little paper cutouts. I have a Pinky Bank that I've had since 2013. There's a Twilight little thing that I got with a towel and decided to keep. There's a My Little Pony eraser, and here is the entire My Little Pony movie toy set from McDonald's. Along with 3 other toys from My Little Pony McDonald's I also got, along with the Gen 3.5 My Little Pony toy too, and a figurine from Gen 3.5 as well. Then we have the Pony Life puzzle that I put up earlier today. It is what it is, it fits. On the top part of the shelf, we have some old My Little Pony figurines I've got from various people throughout the years, a My Little Pony box that came on one of the cakes I ordered one year, and some more My Little Pony figurines, along with 2 puzzles back there to fill in the empty space. Then we've got some old My Little Pony vinyls. I do believe the people that made Funko Pops, like the company, made these back in the earlier days. I may be mistaken, but I've collected these over the years and I figured they were worth showing off. After having to move my microphone, we can see the main section of the My Little Pony stuff I have. There's a puzzle in the back with all of these old My Little Pony figurines that I've collected, again, throughout the years. I was a huge fan of My Little Pony, and I just wanted to get just about anything I could My Little Pony based. You see some newer figurines right there. And I even got some nice lunch boxes with figurines on top of them too. I got one for Rarity, one for the main cast, and one for Princess Luna, and on the back is Nightmare Moon. That's why I didn't open up the one in the closet, because I already have one. And there is a, I think, kind of valuable Celestia figurine in the Pony Life toys. I think it's worth something because it's the most valuable one in the set, but either way, it is worth showing off. And underneath this is the most recent section I have made. It's a little bit hard to show these because, again, my other desk is in the way and my microphone and stuff is in the way too, but it's got some nice plushies. The 2014 McDonald's run of My Little Pony toys, I have all of them. A Rainbow Dash figurine, a nice Rarity keychain with some My Little Pony fatheads from back in the day, a Rarity and Luna box with some My Little Pony miniature comics, that's the entire set of that one at the time, and some nice Rarity and Princess Luna cards that I put in some top loaders. There's also those figurines in the middle that I didn't really show entirely, but, you know, they do add on to the section. Nothing really too big, but it does look nice. Moving to the right, we have my little Minecraft section with a nice Minecraft wood art and some original Minecraft pickaxe and swords from when Minecraft was really taking off in like 2013 and 14, along with a nice Avatar The Last Airbender 4 Nations poster. Originally, there was an Overwatch poster here, but Activision Blizzard happened, so I took it down. Underneath that, we have my main entertainment section. This is where I'm currently editing and recording the video. I have my nice, you know, Vizio 32-inch TV. I have my Horus X blue light glasses, and behind that is my Elgato capture card. Next to the TV are my 2 HP 1080 monitors for my computer, and above the monitors is a crochet Muffet plushie a friend made for me that I tied onto a web that I spray painted white. Underneath all of this is my Xbox 360 Slim, my Xbox One Slim, my Wii U with a 500GB hard drive on top, and my Nintendo Switch with a nice little dock sock. There's my M Classic with my pop filter and the 2 little things to put on my little bitty Samsung microphone I'm recording audio off of now. Underneath my keyboard, I have an Overwatch mousepad that I obviously can't show for YouTube reasons, and then I have a Hestia 3D mousepad, and before you go asking, it's gray because of wear and tear on it over the years. It's not for the reason you think it is, you frickin' perverts. Then we have my Xbox Series X controller and my Vizio TV remote with my microphone for my headset, and there's my headset. Underneath the entertainment section, we have my old video game console section. And it's not really complete, but it's getting there. I have an original NES. I have a day one released Nintendo 64. It's orange. There was one left at Game Exchange. I couldn't pass it up. We have my Wii that I still play GameCube games on to this day, and I actually have a third-party 128MB memory card I got off of eBay. That way all of my GameCube saves can be in one nice spot. We have my HP inkjet printer, not really worth mentioning, but it's there. And over here, we have my black Wii that I decided to paint black when I was 15. It hasn't aged well, but, you know, I do keep it for Smash Brothers on the Wii Virtual Console, so it's just there. Over to the left, we have my PS2 and PS3. I plan on getting a PS1 and PS4 in the future and, like, you know, have a little bitty Sony section somewhere, but for now, this is where these two stay. And over on the right is my computer I'm making this video on currently. It does not have a graphics card in it, but I did spend about $900 on it with an integrated graphics processor. It more than easily gets me from point A to point B with what I need it for, and yes, that is the styrofoam piece of the case it came in that it's sitting on, and there is my trash can. Moving up from the trash can and such, we have my window that has a blackout curtain and a My Little Pony fleece throw on top of it to keep out the sun. We have some My Little Pony fatheads that I put up on top of it with some glow-in-the-dark stars. In front of it is a table that I basically have essentials on and such. You know, here's a nice cup of apple juice with a coaster. Yep, still tastes good. And then we have stuff like, you know, more coasters, some Germex, a cleaning kit, which I will add on that with getting this cleaning kit, I have fully realized how much better stuff looks, especially with that My Little Pony shelf I showed earlier, because that thing was covered in so much dust, and once I got this cleaning kit, it looked so much better. Underneath is some computer cleaner that I also use to clean stuff off in this room. And in the center of the room, we have my couch that my company and plushies like to sit on. I have a nice Rarity plushie on it. I have what I think is a life-size replica Sleeping Pikachu plushie. I don't know, it looks actually like a life-size replica Pikachu. And then we have my nice Mario plush with a Super Mario Odyssey hat on top. It did not originally come with the hat, I had the Cappy hat and decided it would look nice on Mario, which it does. Behind me, we have my gaming chair I'm sitting on right now. It's 2 years old, it still serves its purpose. I'll replace it whenever I have the spare money, but for now, it just serves its purpose well. And over here behind the couch, I have two little bitty tables that I use for bonus videos and such, and a nice computer chair in case somebody else wants to sit in one. You can see that table has had its fair share. This table, whenever I fixed it up, I put way too much Mod Podge on it, you can tell, but it still serves its purpose. It's a very nice, reliable table. I've had it for a few years. Yeah, that table doesn't look good. Moving that out of the way. And we have finally come to what is probably my favorite section in this entire room, my Amiibo Shelf. I have been collecting Amiibos since 2015. I absolutely love Amiibos. I have so many of these that I decided to finally open up. I was going to have them all in separate sections based on what game and such I had in a certain section. But I decided it would be best if I just put them all together because they would all look wonderful in one spot, and they absolutely do. And before you guys go asking what I have them on, they're originally spice racks, but I saw reviews on Amazon saying they're really good for like Funko Pops and Amiibos, so I decided to give it a shot, and I'll be damned if they look absolutely wonderful. I have them separated in different sections based on like what they are. I'll explain in my bonus video, but here are my new Amiibos. I got Banjo-Kazooie, Rosalina, and Luma. I have Daisy. Daisy isn't in the best condition, but I do have Peach. Like I said earlier, Daisy isn't in very good condition. She came in the mail like this. I was pretty upset with the seller on eBay, and whenever I messaged them, they never responded. So I just went ahead and got my money back. I'll open her up one day, but right now I have her sealed because I can't afford another Daisy Amiibo right now. And behind them, we have my Splatoon 3-pack Amiibo sealed and my Metroid Dread Amiibos sealed. Moving on from my favorite section, we have my first LEGO shelf. Here is the top section. It has just a bunch of LEGO Star Wars sets that I don't know what to do elsewhere. They just sit up here on top because I have no better place to put them. This isn't going to stay like this, but for now, this is where they are. Underneath, I have my Clone Wars section, all of the LEGO sets from the Clone Wars, and all of the figurines from the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. Some of these figurines are missing stickers and figurines like these two. I don't know where the stickers for this one went to, or where the figurines for the other one went to, but for now, they're perfectly fine. Underneath, I have my favorite LEGO section, the Revenge of the Sith section, and I actually have all of these sets going from left to right, from start to finish, based on what part they played in the movie. Like, it starts out with Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, then you've got, you know, Grievous' Starship, where Obi-Wan fights him, and then we've got a brand new, never opened copy of the Duel on Mustafar, because that was one of my favorite sets of 2020, and then we got the Scout Trooper for the Battle of Kashyyyk, eventually whenever the clones turn on them too. Then we have the opened Duel on Mustafar set. I absolutely love it. I have it up front. One of my favorite sets in this entire room. And over on the right, we have Emperor Palpatine's Shuttle. And originally, I wanted to have Vader's transformation sitting on the very edge because that's near the end of the movie, but unfortunately, I didn't have the spare money to get the set, but hopefully by next year's tour, I'll have it, and this entire Revenge of the Sith section will be complete, because this is my favorite Star Wars movie. I don't care what you say, I had to have a section dedicated to it. Underneath this section is the reason why I have the 2 extra gray base plates. This is a reenactment of the Death Star trench run from the very first Star Wars. I have the 2021 TIE Fighters with the little fighters in them too. I have Darth Vader's TIE Fighter from 2008 or 9, and then I have Luke's X-Wing from the 2021 sets. It doesn't fold out because it's sitting down. I have, like, the Leia figurine, the general one, Luke, and R2-D2. I have all the figurines for this. This isn't how it's going to look by next year's tour. I do plan on getting, like, bricks to put on the back base plates. I ordered 2 extra in case, you know, I needed them, which I didn't. But I'm also going to have clear transparent Legos with the Lego sets to make it look like they're actually in the air flying, so it's still in the works, but for now, it looks really good as it is. Underneath is where all of my unopened Lego sets used to be. As you can see now, it's empty. It looks really weird. There's an Ethernet cable back there for my computer and TV because it can't get a good enough signal back here on the other end of the house. But yeah, it's still kind of new to me seeing this entire section empty because, like, 2 months ago, this was packed with, like, several Lego sets that I just opened up over the past 2 months to show off in this room tour, so it doesn't really have a purpose right now, but I'm glad it served its purpose. I'm glad it doesn't have any unopened LEGO sets in it now, because it would really show how bad I am at procrastinating, which I'm doing better at. Moving on to the next shelf, we have my two prized LEGO sets, a 2019 Millennium Falcon set with all the figurines, and next to it, the LEGO Slave One 20th Anniversary Edition set with all the figurines to it as well. I don't plan on having these staying the way they are. I do plan on getting actual stands for them to make them look better and be displayed more properly. Underneath that, we have my Return of the Jedi mini set section with, you know, the Death Star Final Duel, the prized jewel section. We have a miniature Millennium Falcon with Han Solo, a miniature Republic Cruiser, a miniature, not-so-mini Millennium Falcon set with the miniature First Order Star Destroyer, the mini not-so-mini Star Destroyer, along with my Imperial Shuttle and Scout Trooper helmet next to it. Going underneath that, we have my Hoth... Okay, I don't know what this Han Solo's Landspeeder set is doing here. Disney always tries to get involved with something Star Wars related. I'm just gonna leave that up there because it doesn't go with any other sets. But going back to this, we have my Hoth section with a nice 1267-piece AT-AT. And then we have some nice snowtroopers on some speeder bikes and turrets and a thing you can shoot. A nice miniature AT-AT. A, you know, little bitty snowtrooper base, and then another snowtrooper speeder bike. And the AT-AT actually has some AT-AT drivers and General Veers inside of it. It's a really nice set. I'm missing Luke, but that's besides the point. We have a nice little Rebel section with Tauntaun, a nice little gun, a snowspeeder with Luke in it, another thing you can shoot, and there's the part that comes with the set you can shoot with. I don't know why that is upside down, but there it is. It's the Hoth base with a little Rebel trooper and a smaller snowspeeder too. I am going to get the Luke for the AT-AT replaced one day, and I'm also going to have clear, transparent Legos holding up the snow speeders, but for now, people get what it is. It looks good enough. Going underneath that, we have all of my little bitty battle packs with some nice Revenge of the Sith and Star Wars wood arts behind them, and then we've got a nice little Boba Fett cake tin that I like to have on display here, but yeah, these are all of my miniature battle sets that I have accumulated over the years. This is where the other Clone Trooper set thingy came from. I got the other two figurines from it and put it in this set. I've got a nice 501st set, a nice speeder bike, some old Revenge of the Sith clones, a nice First Order set, some battle droids, some IG-88 droids, the IG-88 ship that counter-reacted the Clone Walker, some nice battle droids over there in the back, and then the 20th Anniversary Edition Stormtrooper Carrier with the Mandalorians in the middle because they're not really good or bad. Going underneath, we have what is basically a sequel, like kind of Disney-ish Star Wars section. I've got my Resistance X-Wing right there, held up by two great bricks. I've got my Sith TIE Fighter. I have two wood arts I couldn't put anywhere else from 1 and 2. I have my, I think what it's called, a TIE Defender, TIE Interceptor, I do believe. And then we've got a little bitty, like, Rebel base fortress thing I made when I was younger. I just keep it for, again, you know, like, memories and stuff. I've got battle droids and, like, clone troopers and stormtroopers I don't have anywhere else to put. More stormtroopers up front. And then we have a nice little Mandalorian section right here on the very far right. Taking a break from Legos really quickly, we have the biggest eye catcher in my entire room, my Funko Pop Tower. All of the Funko Pops I have here are on display right here in this photo. I originally didn't plan on getting this many Funko Pops in like 4 years, but I just really like the way a lot of these look. My favorite ones I have on display up front. I've got the bigger ones on the bottom and the smaller, more like important ones on top up front. These are two Funko Pop sets I had for a late friend. These are my Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops. I have them behind it. Originally, I had Whis where Frieza is, but because the voice actor of Frieza passed away recently, I have it up front to honor him. I've got all of my Avengers Funko Pops right there in that section. And this entire tower started with the Hatsune Miku Funko Pop on top. That was the first one I ever bought, but that is not actually the first one I bought. The first one I bought was right here. I just decided to get a replacement one because I didn't take collecting that seriously back then. I threw the box away and the replacement box I got didn't look good, so I just decided to get myself a Christmas gift and just buy a better one to put on display, which is the one you see here. Moving back to Legos, we go to the final shelf of the room. Up top, we have my Unikitty, Unikingdom brick set. I already have a Lego box full of Legos, so I just keep it brand new sealed. I don't have a reason to open it up. I am going to have two Lego sets on this top shelf, a castle and a pirate ship, but I don't have the funds for them, so for now, this just stays the way it is. Underneath, I have just about every single Lego Unikitty set that ever came out. I absolutely love Unikitty in the Lego movie, and I love the show. I don't care what people tell me. Tara Strong, being Unikitty, gave me every reason in the world to love this show. Now, of course, There are some sets based off the movie like this one, and there's the set over here that's from LEGO Dimensions, but it's Unikitty, it fits, and I am actually just a few sets away and a few figurines from owning every single set they ever made. Once I get the 3 small packs that I'm missing and the 6 figurines I'm also missing from the ones up front, I will be able to mark off something on my bucket list, and that is to own every single piece of an entire LEGO series, which I will hopefully accomplish by next year's tour. Going underneath that, we have my LEGO Overwatch section, which, after what happened with Activision Blizzard, I'm not too proud of having, but, you know, I'm not gonna throw away good LEGOs, the sets do look nice. And LEGO did technically make these, even if they're based off of Overwatch, I still have a good enough reason to keep them. I'm not gonna throw away or burn good LEGOs. So, until I have a better section, or better set to put on display, these remain here. Moving on to the second to last section, now we have my LEGO Harry Potter section. That is a bunch of LEGO Harry Potter sets from different scenes throughout the years, from Expecto Patronum to where the bitch in the pink dress, I forget her name, is taken away by the centaurs. There's the set where they're training in a secret spot in Hogwarts. There's the Griffin, and up front are these 3 figurines I got from Harry Potter mystery bags. I only was able to get 3, and these were the 3 I wanted, and I shit you not, I pulled every single one of them on the first try. I really lucked out with these 3. I was very happy that day. Behind those, we've got the Night Bus set and Hagrid's hut, along with all the figurines in front, and a Harry Potter book that actually opens up into a classroom. But of course, you all are interested in that Gryffindor picture in the back. This is the biggest LEGO set I have to date. It took 4.5 hours to build. It is 2,500 pieces. The instructions had to be completely different because of how this set was meant to be built, and it is an absolute joy to look at. I loved building it. And then, of course, we have the not as cool to look at, I think, Hogwarts wood art, but it is nice to look at nonetheless. And moving on to the final section of the room, we have all the other LEGO sets I didn't know where else to put. We have this LEGO set one of my cousins built a long time ago that I've kept together for memories. We have a LEGO Thanos, a little alien from Toy Story with the LEGO Zurg. We have another figurine that I built when I was younger, a LEGO Batmobile, a LEGO Mario and Luigi that, again, I built when I was a lot younger. We have a Super Mario Brothers LEGO set that I refused to buy anything else to fit with it because that alone was $5, and all those LEGO Mario sets are way too much. We also have the LEGO Kingdom sets and all the figurines in front of it. I don't know if I'll include these with the LEGO Castle because they don't really look exactly like it, but that'll just have to depend on how good these sets look next to it. And just when you thought I had nothing else to add on to this room, you would be mistaken. I have LEDs that I set up in my entertainment center, and I have a lightsaber to use that I've had for about 6 years now to go up and turn on the LEDs that go around the entire room. I would use the remote, but it stopped working. And that is it for this entire game collection room tour. Now, you are probably asking a big question, how much is all of this total? And I am happy to tell you, I have done the math this entire month, going through this entire room, piece by piece, valuing every single item estimated online, and the grand total estimated is over $20,000. But that is estimated. If I'm being optimistic and a realistic price that people would probably pay, I'd say all of this stuff totals at over $35,000. And believe it or not, I am not done with this room. I'd say over 90% done, but I am not entirely done with it. There's a few more things I want to do with this, and a few more things I want to collect to go in certain sections, but I still feel this was more than enough to show you guys. I had an absolute blast going through this whole room, showing it. I'm sorry the video is so long, but there was just so much shit to go through. Hopefully, by this time next year, I will have everything complete, and I will be able to show you this entire room completed the way I wanted it. But until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care, and have a good one.